So, well, let me make sure my mic is on. Mic is on. Sorry about that from before. Mic was, somebody had switched to mute button. Anyways, so today we're learning about properties. We got 3 properties to try and learn, and then we're going to practice. That's all we're going to do. The first property is the product property. What's the word product mean? Good. Its name comes from the fact that, like, if you see something in this spot right here, it can be broken up into the 2 things that multiply to be it. In this case, it's 6y, right? 6, that's 6 times y. So log 6y is the same thing as log 6 plus log y. All we're learning is rules for this logarithm language that I'm trying to show you. Somebody in period 1, actually I think it was Mitan, asked a great question. She says, well, what happens if it's just a number in that spot? Just break it up into things that multiply to be that number. 4 and 2. Okay, time to go. On to part 2. The next property that you have to learn is the power property. If you see something up in the exponent spot of the logarithm, guess what happens? It can pop down in front. And if you see something in front of the logarithm, guess what happens? It can pop up top. And finally, we got the quotient property. What's the word quotient mean? Divide. So if you see a fraction in this spot, you can split it up into something separated by subtraction. Yeah. How easy is this question? If you saw log 2 minus log 3 in the... No, but what I'm telling you is that if you saw this in the question part, and then you saw one of these as your answers, multiple choice, that's like the kind of questions you get. They're super easy. All you have to do is learn how to read the language. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Time to practice. Please, take this down. We're going to try and work our way through it. Nobody yell out. Nobody yell out. We're going to do it one at a time. I didn't tape. I'm sorry about that. That first one, since it's 1 divided by 5 inside that spot right there, it's going to be log 1 minus log 5. You're not asked to solve. I'm not asking you to find out what the ultimate answer is. I'm just asking you to express it in this form, to expand it. What about this next one? What's going on over here? What kind of operation between that 6, that x, and that y? Multiplication. What's another word for multiplication? Product. So we're going to use that product rule. So that's log 3 6 plus log 3x plus log 3y. Because that's the product rule. The product rule says that let me put this in parentheses, maybe that'll help out a little bit. When you have items in this spot right here, I'm going to call that the resultant spot, okay? When you have stuff in the resultant spot that's separated by multiplication, it can be rewritten using logs like this, and the 2 are equivalent. It's just a language. It's nothing more. It's not the normal rules of addition that you used. It's a separate set of rules for the language of logarithms. Okay? Yeah, you're the man, Henry. Yep, this third one right here becomes log 5x plus log 5 log 5y. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Come on. So what do I always tell you? It's never that easy forever. It's never that easy forever. Never that easy. Come on now. Never that easy. We could do this. Take it down. Let's try. Who are we giving it? Shout out to Mr. Hershey for being our guest speaker, guest lecturer. All right. So what are we going to do on question number 4? You start with the inside. Break it up. Right? Multiplication going on. So it's separated by addition. Then we have these powers up on top. We're going to use our power rule. They pop down in front. That's the final answer. Just breaking it up. Just breaking it up. What about that last one, number 5? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? I'll give you a little bit of a hint, right? In order to do it, you have to remember exponents. Cam? No, don't think about that one, but that's a good suggestion. You can only start doing operations like that when there's an equal sign. Can't be squaring things up. Let me give you a hint. This symbol, how could you rewrite it using powers? Not to the second. To the half. To the half and beyond. This is the same thing as saying log 2x to the 1/2 power, right? Because the bottom number is our index. The square root is an index of 2. Sure. Whenever you take the square root, it's like raising something to the 1/2 power. Remember that? How do you take the cubed root? What do you raise it to? To the 1/3. What about the 5th root? Oh, good. And now, we got to keep going. What happens to that 1/2? Nope. Yeah, you're getting it. You're getting it, Felice. This 1/2 comes down in front. And then it's 1/2 log 2x. Oh, I'll show you. Because what's going on inside? Yep, these two things are being multiplied together. So now we have 1/2, right, in the front times log 2 plus log x. And you could leave it like that, or, right, what can you do? You can distribute that 1/2 in, and you could get 1/2 log 2 plus 1/2 log x. They're both the same. Here's the deal. Come on, guys. Here's the deal. I have asked you to, I've given you something real simple, and I've asked you to expand it. Now I've given you something real long, and I'm going to ask you to condense it. Everything we learned today, please use on your calendar quiz on question for Wednesday, right? That's how you solve Wednesday's question. You got to use all these powers. Henry, how do you do this first one, buddy? Good. What do you think? Yeah, you're the man. It's log 512 because we were multiplying the 4 times the 3. No. When they are separated by addition, okay, you take the two numbers right here and you multiply them to get 12. Okay? And that brings up the interesting point that what's the opposite of addition? Subtraction. So in the next problem, right? Oh, if the bases are different, you can't do anything. It's like having x's and y's and z's and t's. You're done. Okay. But they don't really do that. Maybe in pre-calc.
But you can't do log 5, 4 plus log 5. Yeah.
I don't know, but let's focus on this. Let's not focus on every other scenario.
Log 5.
Yeah, you just divide.
Yeah, I thought you said log 6, 5.
I say log with a base of 5, 6, 5. Some other people would say log 6, 5. It's hard to pronounce, truthfully. How about this? We've been talking about ways to pronounce this over here. Let's say log 5 with a base of 6. There you go. And here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost done, right? So check it out. Check it out. Right? Take a minute. Try and do that. Oh, look. Very nice. Log 2. So because it's addition, you got to do 4 times 2. And then what do you have to do after that?
And then you have to subtract.
Yep.
So 8 divided by 8 is 1.
Good. So this subtraction means divide. And then,
And it's a log 2.
yep. Very nice. Yes, you have to put the 1. We're running out of time. We are running out of time for today. Ms. Hershey, we were talking about how great and amazing teacher you are. We're running out of time for today, so let's do question number 9. Question number 9. Lily? Lil? Log 7 x to the 5th minus, let's do it in steps, log 7x squared. Is that what you got, Lil? And then what do you do from there? Very nice. Yeah, because it's subtraction, you're dividing. And then what's x to the 5th divided by x squared? No. Get out of here. It's not 2.5. X to the 3rd. What's another way to write x to the 3rd now that you've seen that? What happens when something's up top over there? What can you do to it? Go, Mickey. 3 log 7x. And then somebody in first period said, you know what? I got a faster way to do the problem. Can anybody figure out what somebody in first period did? Go, Dev. Yeah, if everything else is exactly the same, somebody in first period said, I got 5 log 7. Oh, I got 5 log 7x's minus 2 log 7x's, right? Or log x with a base of 7. And what happens when you take 2 away from 5? I should have 3 left, and we have 3 left. So you can do that. Now, we're not going to get a chance to do our last and final problem today that some of the other classes did, okay? But what I do want to do is give you your homework. Homework! 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 I know it's still recording. So we're going to try and finish this question up maybe in my other class if we have time. But your homework for tonight is this. Tomorrow we're going to flip the coin again, and I'll figure out a completely random category for us to have to submit our homework to. Good luck, guys.